When I was growing up, our family had a dog named Lucy, and Lucy was a beautiful dog. She was English Springer Spaniel, but she was very badly behaved, and I think that's because we didn't train her very well. But her worst habit was she liked to chew on things. And the thing she liked to chew on most was the remote control. And she'd walk through the house and having that thing in her mouth, and you really could not get it out of her mouth unless you gave her a doggy treat. So you'd wave the thing in front of her face, and she'd drop the remote and scurry off to eat the treat, and you were left there with the remote control you could use. And it's funny to think about it, but really the story of Lucy is helpful in understanding how sometimes people can be when it comes to their vocations. Because we can walk around and have these plans in our lives, and we can really just have a tight grip on them. And then suddenly we're confronted with this other possibility that God is offering us another way to live, another way of life. And sometimes we can be afraid to let go of the thing that we're holding on to because we're not sure if the thing that we're being offered by God is better than the thing that we were holding on to already. But it's helpful then to reflect on the gospel passage of Jesus' calling of the first disciples. When he's walking on the shore of the Sea of Galilee, and he sees Andrew and Peter casting their nets, and then he sees James and John in the boat with their father mending the nets. And the Gospels tell us that when Jesus calls them and says, "Follow me," they immediately drop what they're doing, and they go and they follow him. And they're able to do that because they recognize clearly that what Jesus is offering them by calling them to follow him is better than the life that they were living. It was better than the plans that they had for their own lives. And so, if there's this conflict, where you're holding on to something and you feel that maybe God is calling you in a different direction, don't be afraid, because what's we have to always remember, and which we know with certainty, is that whatever God desires for our life is always going to be better than the things that we desire for ourselves. And so we must not be afraid to take the risk to let go of the thing that we might be holding on to follow Christ, and to say, I'm ready to do whatever it is that you want, because I know that whatever it is that you desire for me is greater than the thing that I desire for myself.